My stepmom sold my late dad's watch for $20.
She had no idea it was worth millions.
My name is Ethan.
And the last thing my dad gave me before he passed away was an old silver pocket watch. It wasn't shiny or expensive looking. The glass was cracked, the chain was rusty, and it barely worked. Dad smiled as he placed it in my hand and whispered, "Never let anyone tell you this watch is worthless." I was only 16.
And I thought he meant it had sentimental value.
A week after the funeral, my stepmom, Linda,
started clearing out everything that reminded her of Dad. She called his belongings old junk and filled boxes
for a garage sale.
I begged her not to touch the watch, but while I was at school, she sold it to an elderly collector for just $20. When I came home and found out, I felt like I had lost my father all over again. Linda laughed and said,
"Relax, it was just a broken watch." That night, I searched through Dad's old desk, hoping to find anything connected to it.
Hidden inside a notebook was a sealed envelope with my name on it.
Inside was a handwritten letter that explained that the watch had
belonged to our family's founder over 100 years ago and contained a tiny hidden compartment. He wrote that if I was reading the letter,
the watch was probably gone, but
I should still try to find it because what was inside could change my future forever. My heart raced.
I tracked down the garage sale buyer using neighborhood posts online. After 2 days, I found him. He remembered the watch and smiled kindly.
Before I could make an offer,
he opened the back of the watch and discovered a hidden latch. Inside was a tiny rolled document and a small blue diamond. He stared in shock. The document proved ownership of land my great-grandfather had purchased decades
earlier but never claimed.
That forgotten property now sat in the middle of a rapidly growing business district.
Lawyers later confirmed it was legally still part of my family's estate. Between the land and the rare historical diamond,
the total value was estimated at over $12 million.
News spread quickly. Linda immediately claimed she deserved half because she had found the watch first. The judge didn't agree, since she had knowingly sold property that wasn't hers and ignored Dad's written wishes. She had no legal claim. Instead, she faced lawsuits over several items she had secretly sold from Dad's estate. The elderly collector returned the watch after receiving a generous reward from the estate.
I still keep it on my desk today. It doesn't remind me of money. It reminds me that my father trusted me with something far more valuable than wealth.
He trusted my character.
Linda thought she was getting rid of a worthless piece of metal for $20. Instead, her greed cost her millions.
While Dad's final lesson gave me a future no one could ever steal.